So Beyonce, she kicked the door wide open, and our social media following started growing. I started seeing my streams going up a lot, and I appreciate it. One of the lines that touched me as a kid, and even more so now, was I learned the path to heaven was full of sinners and believers, and I learned that happiness on earth ain't just for high achievers. I learned and I come to know that there's life at both ends on this red dirt road. So that for me, as an adult, it's been high, low, middle, everywhere on the surface of or whatever the levels of life. It just makes me. It's just one of those songs that makes me appreciate that in this experience that we experience all as humans, that you can find happiness, you can find peace, no matter where you are in life. Like even if you're down to your last, hey, I got a roof over my head. If you're up, you can find peace in what you have. But it's just always it's one of those songs that I put like when it comes on, it's in my algorithm now. It comes on pretty good. It's gonna play about 4 or 5 times in a row, especially if I'm driving. It kind of hypes me up. I have to almost not have to slow down a little bit so I won't get a speeding ticket. But it's because it's one of those high tempo songs. But yeah, it's just one of those ones that touch me there. Just you know what I'm saying? It's you can find peace, you can find happiness wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, one, the way you described that song when you said that it was up tempo, that surprised me. I've
Mm-hmm.
never heard it, but when you were initially describing it in my head, I heard like a mid tempo or like a slower song. So it actually surprised me that you said it was a high tempo song.
Yeah, the
But
intro. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
okay. So now, did you become a like? Were you a country music fan out the womb? I'm from Mississippi, and my family listened to country, or was country something you kind of got into a little bit later in life?
My family wasn't into it. I got into it just randomly one day as a kid. I was like, this actually. I was listening to some of the kind of like some of that '80s '90s country where it started to kind of add more production than just the older style, where it started
Mhm.
to kind of add some steel guitar and some lead guitar to it, and it was dope. So I was like, this is kind of dope. I mean, I wouldn't listen to it around my friends, because I mean, growing up in Mississippi, that ain't what they want to hear. They want to hear some little Boosie at that time, some fresh cut, shined up. Oh, they want to hear that in the car. So we honestly we would have like on Sundays in Greenwood, Mississippi, where I'm from back in the day. If it's sunny outside, everybody would be outside, and we would call what you have. We have what you call parades. So like everybody's just mobbing in their cars, just blocking. Everybody outside at the party riding. Hey, what's up, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we would do that. So when I'm not around and speaks to me as being able to grow and be true to myself. Like when I'm driving and I'm not around that crowd, I'm listening to some country music. But when I get around that crowd, I roll the windows down and turn some Boosie on and turn it up so they can hear me listen to little Boosie. So that was one of those things. Just to get back to answering your question. No, I didn't. I wasn't raised on country music. I just kind of fell into it myself. And more so as an adult, it's more confident in being me and not afraid of what anybody else says or things like that. That's kind of I've just kind of delved into it. Is honestly mostly what I listen to now.
Okay. I got more questions about your country music journey, especially now knowing that you didn't come out the womb and now you're a whole country artist at the Bluebird Cafe. But I'm gonna say that for a little bit later. We gonna stick with you as we get into track number 4. So track or album number 4. Looking back, do you hear this song or album differently now than you did when it first came out?
Oh, all right. So album. It'll be an album. This one is number 4. Would be Dan and Shay's self-titled album. Dan and Shay. That's the one with tequila on it. When I taste tequila. So that's one of those. That's an album. It's a lot of country poppy love songs on it, and it's it's kind of, like back in the day when they said Prince would, if you want to know what to say to a woman, turn Prince on and let him talk for you. From a country perspective, that album for me helped me be able to talk to my wife and love my wife and say certain things to her that I couldn't really get out myself. But the way they wrote that album and produced it and how the track list goes in order, that's one of those ones that helped me to be able to kind of honestly love my wife the way she needs to be loved. I mean, I wouldn't say it's solely from that album, but it helped me be able to kind of get some of the words out that I wanted to tell. So.
Okay. Y'all put me on some stuff today. I'm gonna have a lot of homework to do over the
Yeah,
week.
that album slaps for sure. I mean, Tequila's a banger regardless, even if you don't hear nothing else.
I'm like so kind of like you. So I knew some country. I'm from Chattanooga, and so my mama would listen to some country, not necessarily around the house, but they always kind of talked about how they only had one radio station and you had to just kind of listen to what came on. So I would get some of the country from them, but I never really embraced it. And then my homegirl Crystal, she was like a huge country fan, unashamed. So we would get in the car with her, and it's like if you ride with her, we gonna listen to some Florida Georgia Line or whatever. Like she's the one who introduced me to Florida Georgia Line or whatever she was listening to. And then as I got older, kind of like you said, I started embracing it more and realizing like, nah, this is a part of who I am as well. Like I'm a country girl, not hardcore, probably not Greenwood, Mississippi country. I'm like urban country. Because this is some things that I ain't gonna do as far as country. Like I like the outside. I like, getting out there riding the 4-wheelers and all that stuff. But when it comes to like we gonna cut this hog up, stuff that my granny be talking about, miss me on. I ain't that country.
That ain't that ain't really Greenwood, Mississippi country. That's more like when my dad's from Yazoo City, Bend, Mississippi country right there.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, my granny be on that. Like, and she like country music. Like, I kind of learned about the Pointer Sisters country stuff from her. My mom talked about how she used to listen to the Pointer Sisters Fantasy a lot. I think it's Fantasy. And so even that made me kind of get deeper into that country bag. As I was just trying to get to my country roots and just learn my family ancestral and paint a timeline of the things that they were into to kind of preserve what they were doing. So, but we're gonna switch on back over here to Miss Lindsey Kaye from Michigan. Do y'all say what up though too? Like in Detroit? What up though?
What up though?
No. I mean they probably do now, but no.
No. Oh, okay. I know they say it in Detroit. Everybody I know from Detroit, I say what up though? And they be like, what you know about that?
That's hilarious.
I find myself saying that a lot. Like I've been around enough people from Detroit, it kind of stuck with me.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. I agree, JC. It's like a thing now. Like I say it all the time.
Pretty cool to me.
I love Detroit. I
like it. Did we already do your track number 4? Or
no.
Okay.
On track 4.
Track or album number 4. And looking back, do you hear this track differently now than you did when it first came out?
Okay, so the album, I was not born when it came out. But it's Here My Dear by Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
And when I first heard the album to now, it definitely is like it's transformational, and it's a very vulnerable album. And when I listen to it now, he's expressing his anger and his love and his sadness. And it's so vulnerable. It's like one of my favorite Marvin Gaye albums because of the vulnerability on it.
Okay. Do you feel like his vulnerability on that album helped you as a writer express your vulnerability at all? Or it could have been like, I was already vulnerable before I heard this, but I just like kids.
It gives perspective on vulnerability.
Okay.
And I didn't understand that when I first started like writing, songwriting. I didn't really have a story when I started songwriting. So it was just like really cute, poppy, what I thought love was. And then as I've matured and life has happened, I've realized that album speaks to a lot of those emotions. And so it's helped me to kind of center in on my emotions and be able to express them fully through song without being afraid or like whatever. Whoever gets it is going to hit you. And